Recently, I beat Lost Planet 2, a very great game that a franchise that Capcom should be bringing back, right? But then I got to that final boss, and that was literal dookie water. One thing about a lot of video games, they don't know how to end. They give you this lackluster final boss. And throughout the whole game, there was cool, unique bosses, but for some reason, the final boss was just a big blob. And I was highly disappointed. And it got me thinking, final bosses need to be the best boss in the game. If you understand what I mean, like it needs to be. This is the final fight, so this should be the best fight because it should be testing all your skills and everything you learned to beat this boss. So today, I'm going to talk about final bosses that I love and why they are great and why final bosses are important to the video games. Like the final boss make or breaks the game a lot more than you think. We're gonna start off with Senator Armstrong. Senator Armstrong is one of the most iconic bosses of all time. Off the memes,
Nanomachine, son!
but what helps this boss fight so much is the build up to it. Cause you just got through fighting a Metal Gear. He comes out the Metal Gear and he is a worse threat than the Metal Gear. Really think about that. The conversation between the two is also what brings it, because a lot makes a boss fight better. The scenery, wider fighting, and who you're fighting. The senator is insane. He's literally insane. He was spitting until he started going too far and using children brains. Like it's insane, right? So the fight starts off with you getting cleared, but Raiden is not going to give up. And then he literally beats you down. Wolf comes, passes Raiden the sword, and Raiden says, "This is not my sword." And the real fight begins. The OST is banging. The music matters a lot too. The OST is banging. Y'all going at it. Y'all are fighting. You're using everything you learned in the game in this moment to beat this boss. Come on now. Like there you the mechanic, the slicing mechanic, you have to perfect it now. Ain't no just swinging it around no more. You have to perfect it in this fight. The pairing has to be on point. Your timing has to be on point. He has way more health than any other boss in the game. This is peak, and when you finally beat him, it feels so good because he can be considered the best boss in the game. The next we're going to talk about is Xemnas from Kingdom Hearts 2. Last year, I beat Kingdom Hearts 2, and I truly understand why so many people have this in their greatest game of all time. They got my boy Sora slicing through buildings. The tower becomes like a dragon hybrid, and you're chasing after it. You're fighting the king. He's in a chair, and you're fighting him. He's just sitting down in a chair. You fight him in his first phase. Then you fight him. It's just you and Riku. And you and Riku are fighting Xemnas hard as hell. And you have to use every single thing you learned in this game to beat this boss. Your timing has to be on point. Your movement has to be on point. Your combos have to be on point. The arena is perfect. The combos is perfect. The quick time events are cool, bro. You genuinely will get hype fighting this boss. And then when you actually finally beat him, and then Sora and Ryu start comboing together, and Sora using both weapons, bro, you can't tell me. Xemnas is a perfect example of a great final boss. I stand on this. He is the best boss in the game next to the super bosses. And I was just truly amazed by this fight. Like, I died a couple times, but I was having a ball to part where he traps one of the characters and you have to use the other character to free the other character. Oh my god. This is phenomenal. It's truly phenomenal. Ravenbeak from Metroid Dread is the best boss in Metroid history. When I tell you that game makes you utilize every single thing in Samus's kit in that game, that you have to use like 4 or 5 feet on each hand just to fight Ravenbeak. He out here shooting black holes. You and Samus going back to back. The quick time events. Bro, hold on. Look at these quick time events, bro. Like, look at these cinematic moments. And He's not no slouch. This boss is hard. You basically fighting a version of yourself, bro. Aggressive. You had to be on the move. You had to use everything, bro. Bro. I was amazed by this final fight because it's a great mixture. All these fights in this game, all these fights in this video, I mean, are a great mixture of difficulty, but but also being fun because y'all are going back and forth, going at it. It feels like a true 1v1. Samus is going all hard. You launching missiles, you shooting laser cannons at each other, y'all jumping over each other, flipping and all this, y'all comboing each other, and it ends off with a great cinematic moment where Samus drains everything and hits him with that beam cannon at the end. This is a bro. I can't lie to you. I think this is one of the greatest Nintendo bosses ever. It needs to be talked about more, bro. Them adding parrying. I know parrying was in the 3DS game, but the parrying here felt so great. And when you parry him, it's amazing, bro. Like this is a true final boss. DMC5 Virgil with Dante and Nero. They built this moment up. I mean, most of the game, by the time you know it's Virgil, by halfway through the game, even probably before then, and you know it's Virgil, right? It's finally time to fight Virgil. The music kicks in, and it feels like you're playing DMC3 all over again. But Dante and Virgil got way more in that kit. They way more older. They way more experienced. Y'all are both fighting hard. Let me tell you how great this final boss is. I remember playing it with my homies, and they were watching me fight Virgil. Everyone was getting hyped. Me and Virgil was comboing each other. He did Judgment Cut. It killed me. I dropped to my knees, right? And then Virgil was behind me posing, and my homies were losing it. I never felt so happy to lose because Virgil has so much aura that losing felt good in that fight. The fight's so good that you want to learn how to perfect this fight. It feels cinematic. And then when you fight him with Nero, and Nero has nothing but hurt in his voice, and Nero activates his devil trigger and he flicks him off, and he f bombs him, and then the music kicks in, and then Nero hits him with the devil arm grab, and they slice each other, and you can do it on beat, and they stab each other, bro. This is a great final boss, bro. Virgil's so cool, bro. I love that, bro. That is amazing. You like Deontay Erlong Shin, this is the final boss of Black Myth Wukong. I argue that this is basically the final boss. This is the final boss, bro. Like, he feels so final boss coded. Especially, you had to do basically you had to do all secret missions in each chapter. You had to do so much just to get to the point to fight Erlong Shin, and it's worth it. This fight had me losing my mind. This fight is truly hard because you can utilize everything, but he also has a counter for every single thing because Wukong and Erlong are basically rivals. So he has a counter for everything you throw at him, and you have to rethink how you use these things. He's not like every other boss in the game. He knows you, and you know, and you need to know him. And y'all are banging it out. I was spending hours on this fight, utilizing everything, picking out different things, making out different loadouts just to beat bro. And then the game rewards you. First off, before I continue, you spin it back for your boy Wukong. You spin it back for your boy Wukong. And Erlong is testing you to see if you are worthy of being the next Wukong. And the fight is amazing in every single way, bro. Like, it's very big and climatic and cinematic, bro. And they reward you. If you beat his first phase, they reward you with basically playing a Swords Wrath in that next phase. The four heavenly gods pull up. You clear all of them. Mind you, you got to realize how big you are in terms of scale in this fight. You clear all four heavenly gods, and then you beat Erling Shin. Tell me this isn't hype. Tell me this isn't hype. The moments the choreograph, the way he beats everybody, the way you and Erlong finally bang it out, and then Erlong like, yeah, you really like that. You got it, bro. Come on, bro. Hold on, stick with me with this one. Stick with me with this one, bro. This one is unique. I think this is one of the greatest bosses of all time, hands down. Inshin Sword Saint, bro. He a different thing. He a different breed. He he's terrifying. He's horrifying. He is the reason I don't hesitate. Like I learned life lessons fighting, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he pops out. Mind you, the intro of him is insane. He comes out of his own grandson. He don't care what his grandson got going on. He calls his grandson sorry when he pop out of his body. He pops out of his body, grabs his grandson's sword and say, hey, move around, little bro, I got it from here. And shit don't care what's going on in the story. And shit don't really care about nothing. He just sees somebody cold and he like, yo, you got hands. Let's see what you got going on. You have to use everything you ever learned, seen, or thought of in this game. Parrying got to be on point. Mercury counter got to be on point. Your timing got to be on point. He tells you how you can beat him when he kills you. He kills you and says hesitation is defeat. And you still ain't learned that the other 4 times, huh? Stop hesitating. Bang it out, bro. Each phase, he pull out something new. The first phase, y'all just bang it out normal. Then he start pulling out guns. He started pulling out blicks. You ain't seen a gun you seen guns this whole game, but you ain't seen nobody rapid fire like the way he do. He pulls out a spear. You fought dudes with spears. What you tripping for? You fought dudes with spears. Relax. Lock in. Don't hesitate. You know what I'm saying? He jump in the air and cast the lightning. You already fought people that cast lightning. You know what to do. Jump in there and cast that motherfucker right back. Use everything in your kit. Do not hesitate, and you will be able to defeat him. This is the best thing Miyazaki's ever made. This is the best boss Miyazaki's ever done. This is the next to Armored Core bosses. This is one of the best things Miyazaki's ever done. This is why I love Sekiro more than any of the Souls games. This is amazing. It genuinely feels like a choreographed fight. Lightning starts coming down. He's so OP that he can change weather. You hear me? The scenery. The fight ends or everything started. Come on now. I told y'all before, all these fights I'm talking about have a reason they're fighting, scenery, OST, you're not just fighting just to fight. You're fighting for a reason. You're fighting, you gotta understand what I'm saying. This is what makes final fights. The final boss is amazing. Yes, the fight is programmed well and y'all really banking it out, but all these other things I've been naming matter as well. And that's why Ishin is one of the greatest final bosses I ever fought in my life. Come on now, you hear me? You hear me? This is why final bosses are important. This is why final bosses got to be done right. Because no way I went through this whole amazing game, right? And a final boss just, okay. It's just all right. You know what I'm saying? There's no way I went through all this and you just decide to make me fight a blob creature that is just real big and you just shoot it a bunch of times before it gets close to you and you die. There's no way, bro. The final boss matters so much. Y'all gotta hear me, bro. The final boss can do a lot for a game because the end of the journey matters as much as the beginning of the journey. Because yes, the journey itself matters a lot because you gotta learn from it. Just sucks when I take so much from this journey and then I get to the end of it and it's lackluster.